So, good afternoon, all. And I'm Sampurna Ganguly, the West Bengal State Convener of ICIB. I hope I'm audible to everyone and visible.
Yes.
Yes.
So, for this program, I would like to thank ICIB, TOA, Sahara Healthcare Services, Mrs. Tinku Rajiv Gupta, who is the Secretary General of ICIB, and all the participants for this very special event of medical and dental tourism of MEDEN 2024. As we all know, medical and dental tourism has become increasingly popular in recent years, which is offering a range of benefits to both patients and the host countries. And so this program is so very relevant in today's time. So we are all for a very exciting and insightful session, and welcome everyone. May I please welcome Tinku ma'am to share her valuable insights with us regarding the same. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sampurna, and a very good afternoon to everyone. And I'm Tinku Rajiv Gupta. I'm leading ICIB as the Secretary General. MEDEN we started in 2019, just before the pandemic. And the whole idea was that we have to bring in healthcare and the travel fraternity together. And in this regard, as per our policy in ICIB of having one state and one country as the focus country, we had focused on West Bengal, and our focus country was Bangladesh in 2019. But due to pandemic, we had to stop briefly. And again, from this year, we have started this MEDEN 2024. And this is the second edition. This year, we are having a focus on Myanmar, and we hope that this will bridge together a lot of collaborative efforts from not only the travel and healthcare fraternity, but also across borders. Today, we are having Myanmar as our focus country, but that doesn't stop us from exploring the potentials worldwide. So with this, I hope that we will be having a very engaging session. We have a very good panelists from both sides, and very insightful topics to be discussed. And with this, I thank our panelists who have kindly consented to be part of this program, and also the participants who are very keen to, it's more of a knowledge session, and this is just the beginning of a networking session. And with this, I'm also happy to announce that we have come out with a health advisory committee from ICIB, and that comprises of all the panelists from in all the series of MEDEN. Presently, we are having both the series together, but as we proceed further, we will be adding more, and they will act as the advisory committee for ICIB's health committee. And together we will be taking up a lot of activities, and I impress upon everyone to give us your valuable inputs so that we can make many more sessions like this, even more engaging. With this, I thank once again each and everyone and welcome each one of you. A special thanks to TOA because they have supported us as our trade partner, travel trade partners, and of course Sahara Healthcare, which is powered the session. So Aishi would be telling more about it. With this, I thank each and everyone once again and welcome you to this session. And over to you, Sampurna, for taking it forward and introducing the panelists. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, may I please invite Mr. Madan Agarwal to introduce TOA as a travel trade fraternity. Over to you, sir.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir, we can.
Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of TOA, the Travel Operators Welfare Association, I just feel honored, excited, and thankful to have been invited to this event today. TOVA is the Association by Travel Operators. This is a bridge between the travel trade and the travelers. It was founded just last year to provide to provide the services to the clients, and we still hope to generate the first birthday for it. But this is operated by travel agents and tour operators, some of whom have celebrated their golden jubilee, silver jubilee, etc. And some have the experience of more than 50 years in this trade. So far, we have been for holiday tourism, pleasure tourism, spiritual tourism, etc. But this medical tourism is a new concern for us, new concept for us. We hope this will be a big step to the society, big help to the society, and as such, we want to be a part of it. With best wishes to everyone, especially to Madam Tinku Gupta. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Now may I please invite Mr. Biplab Chatterjee to speak about Myanmar Airlines. Over to you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. I believe I'm audible, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to share a quick presentation so that it will be much more impactful. So I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for this opportunity and a warm good afternoon to everybody. So I will just take a couple of minutes discussing about the key points of the airline. Since we are operating out of India for effect from 2016, so it's been a while. And to start with, we want to just highlight the soft product and the hard product, what you can expect, and we would love to see you on board very soon. Though we have few plans with ma'am, Tinku ma'am. So let's see that we will discuss later on. To jump further, let's watch a quick video on the product. That's a brief video about the airline and what you can expect while you're traveling with us. So it's a full service flight, full service airline, and currently we are operating from our hub Yangon to many domestic and international sectors. And from India, we are operating from Delhi, Delhi, Kolkata, and Chennai, and seasonal flight from Gaya. So this is the route map that we have mentioned. And this is the timing, very convenient timing out of Delhi, Kolkata, and Chennai. So since there are a lot of medical tourism is happening between these two countries apart from tourism. So it's a great prospect that we can promote. There are a lot of places that one can visit, one can show, and there's a depth in the destination. And places like Bagan, Mandalay, Inle, and their coastal sites are also very interesting. So this is something that I was discussing about the domestic flight network. Have a detailed route map, and so like Mandalay, we are operating twice, which is a place like in the next photo we can see. Nonyu is a place that is nearby Bagan, where one can visit in the season time, and there are more than 4,000 pagodas, along with the very astonishing, they can offer astonishing balloon rides. So below you can see the coastal sites where our regular flights we are operating out of Yangon. So it's altogether it's a very interesting place. Apart from Yangon, then the um, I mean the center point of the country, though it's not the capital anymore. Naypyidaw is the capital, but it's also a party place. And apart from uh, all the medical tourism, what's happening between Yangon, because there are a lot of Indian institutions, Indian medical institutions are also based out of there, and they are traveling regularly with us. So it is quite an opportunity, and we can always look forward to have a tie-up between us and you. So this is our very comfortable fleet size that we are currently operating out of Delhi, Bombay, which are having business class as well. And this is the onboard. And if anybody is opting for business class, they can just avail these benefits, more baggage allowance, and better meals, lounge accesses, and much more. And this is the promo fares that we are currently running from Delhi, Bombay, and Delhi, Kolkata, and Chennai. So we have mentioned on screen the economy and the business one. And there are many special segments that we have also targeted, and we are getting regular support, starting from if it's labor movement, if it's seafarer, marine student, medical. So there are a lot of medical tourism is happening. There are a lot of people are coming to, especially to Apollo, to name a few. And since Apollo is present in all the sectors that we are promoting from India, that is Kolkata, Chennai, and Delhi. So there are a lot of, I mean, doctors are also traveling, patients are also traveling, and we are getting regular movements on this. So that's my time. And if there's anything that I can, you need any information, I mean, anything on the airline, any support or any information, I will be glad to answer. Thank you, Sampurna.
Thank you, sir. So today we have four eminent panelists with us, both from India and Myanmar. So we have Mr. Ravindra Jain with us, who is the Managing Director of 4R Consultancy Company Limited from Myanmar. I also welcome Mr. Pradeep Kumar Roy, CEO of and founder of Bharat Treatment. We also have Dr. Saraswati Shanbag, who is a dentist and dental consultant. I also welcome Mr. Dr. Pradeep Vatia from Delhi. So we'll have a very interesting session, and I'm sure we will all have something to take back with us. And before starting this panel discussion, may I please request all the participants to mute their microphones. Each panelist here will have a presentation time for 6 to 7 minutes. And after that, we will have a question answer session of 3 to 4 minutes for each panelist. I request all the participants to write their questions in the chat box. I have already written the same, and you can just go through the chat box. Now, may I please request Tinku ma'am to moderate the session? Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, Sampurna. We really have a galaxy of eminent players in this field. Mr. Jain is from Myanmar. He has been into medical tourism for a long time. He would be presenting about his own company. We are having Mr. Pradeep Roy also from India. He's also into medical tourism for a long time in India and has been operational across the globe. Of course, Dr. Bhatia, he's a very senior doctor, and he's based in Delhi, and he would be speaking about his domain. That is, I think he's chosen a topic on the surgery part. And not to leave behind the dental tourism, we are having Dr. Saraswati from Mumbai, who would be speaking on the options of dental tourism in India. I welcome each one of you once again. And may I request each one, I think Mr. Jain can start, and followed by Mr. Roy and Dr. Bhatia, and of course, Dr. Saraswati. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Namaste, Minglava. I'm Rabindra Jain, Managing Director of 4R Consultancy. And I would like to share my screen. So one part. So I'm in Myanmar from 2019, current 2009, almost completed 16 years. And in Myanmar, I started my medical tourism company called 4R Consultancy. Can someone help me for this? Okay.
I think.
Yeah, can you see now screen?
Yeah. We can see now.
Okay, so this 4R Consultancy company started by me on 1st January 2016. And in Myanmar, Apollo Hospital have a 3 company. Those are authorized to work for Apollo. And we are one of them. We are working for all Apollo group of hospital, like Mr. Biplav says. So we work for Apollo Chennai, Apollo Calcutta, as well as Apollo Delhi. And like our 4R consultancy established in 2016 by me and my wife. And we provide affordable, accessible, and stress-free medical care by connecting patients with renowned doctors and hospitals across the Asia and beyond. Our mostly focus is India, but we work with Bamrungarh Hospital, Mount Elizabeth Hospital, and some of hospital in Egypt and Turkey also. But our 90% business come from India. We have dedicated to facilitate a seamless medical journey for our patient, making complex treatment, advanced therapy, and accessible. And like we have comprehensive consultation, like access to the top specialists across medical fields, second opinion, and dedicated team. We provide one-stop services, like we work with very close to MAI, because that is the only one airline which is working properly from Myanmar to India. So we got tickets from them, air ticket, visa, currency exchange, airport pickup, and everything which need to be done for medical tourism. We are focusing especially for cancer treatment, CAR T-cell therapy. Like till now, we have sent around 3 CAR T-cell therapy patients, transplant, liver, kidney, cornea transplant, and other type of transplant, and cardiac care. And even our company provide air ambulance services also. In COVID time, we took 6 patients from Myanmar to India, and that time we got a special permission from the PMO. And I am very happy to share that out of 6, 3 patients could reach India, and they all 3 saved, and another 3 could not reach India before ambulance come. They have succumbed to the death. And like we are very much concerned about all type of advanced therapy, orthopedic, IVF, proton beam therapy, CAR T-cell therapy. And like I already told, we provide the visa assistance, travel arrangement, accommodation, medical support, emergency services, and travel support. and global network. We work a lot of hospitals, but our prime hospital is Apollo, and we work with SCG Kolkata also. So we will suggest why someone should choose for our consultancy, because I got 30-year experience in healthcare industry. Before starting my own company, I was a country head for IPCA in Myanmar, and as well as country head for Glenmark. And currently I'm the secretary of India-Myanmar Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Dr. Tinku Gupta, for contacting us and giving us opportunity today talk about that medical tourism. Apart this, I'm the first and only foreigner in history of Rotary who is the president of Rotary Club of Yangon. Like charity and social service is my passion. So as you know, Myanmar is one of the biggest destination for medical tourism. From Myanmar, almost every year around 70 to 80,000 patients travel for medical tourism out of Myanmar. But India contribution is we got only 3 to 4%. Mostly patients, they travel to Bangkok, and as well as India, around 4,000 to 5,000 patients only. So this, if anybody is interested to do businesses in Myanmar, be a welcome to everybody. I already shared my number on group. So that's all. And Myanmar is a beautiful country. Whatever you are seeing in the media, the situation is not so bad. But that is also true. It is not normal. But once you come in Myanmar, you don't want to live in Myanmar. It's one of the best country to live. My mostly friend, those have left Myanmar, they always want to come back to Myanmar. It's a beautiful country. Due to currency depreciation, here the cost of living, if you make money in dollar or Indian rupee, then the cost is also very, very economical. Currently, you can got around $50 to $60 5-star hotel, and the traveling cost also comparatively cheap. So I will request everybody, please come and travel to Myanmar. We have a visa on arrival. You must have an air ticket, return air ticket, and confirm hotel booking. And you can contact me. We are here to help you, as well as apart this, currently I'm the president of GOPIO, that is Global Organization of People of Indian Origin. So we have very good connectivity with Indian Embassy, MAI, and if you want to reach to anybody in Myanmar, you can call me. We will ready to help. If anybody have any question, I'm ready to answer it.
Ravindraji, I have a question regarding the visa.
Yeah.
That visa is on arrival. So for for the patient come from Myanmar to India, you said the percentage is also very less compared to other countries. So is there any issues the patients are facing, and how we are addressing it?
No, getting India visa is not an issue. India patient mostly does not go, because what happened in Thailand, around lot of Myanmar people live. They are nurses, their food, Thailand and Myanmar culture is much more same comparatively to India. And another thing, Myanmar people are not so aggressive like we Indians, and so they find whenever any patient come back after treatment from India, we do their interview. Mostly they are complained that Indian people are very loud and they are very aggressive. And another thing which I find out that in India, that we are very crowded country. In Myanmar is not so much crowded. Like whenever they go hospitals, they have to be queue in everywhere, which is not the case in Bangkok and not a case even in Myanmar. So that is like I always telling from last 8 years, if India need to increase the medical tourism, they should have a dedicated international patient wing. It is a good idea for all hospital chain in coming future, because we are already charging extra money to them. So we have to provide them the better facility. That is, some hospital is already started, but it has to be done much more better. And recently in Malaysia, when I met the Indian state foreign minister, we had a meeting with him. So we requested him to have a special dedicated clearance at immigration for medical visa. Our cost of therapy comparatively to Bangkok is just 50 to 60%. Comparatively to Singapore, even only 20%. But still patient don't want to go India, because we have to take care of these small things. For Indian to coming in Myanmar, visa on arrival is available. You need just have air ticket, return air ticket, and hotel stay. It got a lot of potential. And just one, I want to tell one more thing. Myanmar is a country which always go on very slow pace. So if anybody want to do in business in Myanmar, you have to come here with long-term view. My experience is mostly Indian businessmen come in Myanmar, they invest 1 or 2, 3 months or 4 months. When they have no result, they leave it. But in Myanmar, if anything is happen in another country in 1 year, Myanmar, it will take 2 years. That is a culture here. These people, Myanmar people does not accept change very easily. That is a culture here.
So, do you think we can work on, because sometime back we were thinking for a more person-to-person connect, especially for the tourism.
Yeah.
And we have been pushing the Myanmar consulate in Kolkata that we should have a more of a, like Myanmar has never come out and projected the country as such. Maybe that could be one of the reasons. Since this MEDENT is bringing together the travel and the healthcare facilities, I think we can work on that. If you, with your guidance, we would like to take this forward.
Yeah, sure. If you, even in India, if someone want to do some destination wedding, we got the beautiful hotel, which are very economical. Even travel also economical, and even ticket also only $250 two-way from Calcutta. And so the cost, if comparatively to any ASEAN country in Myanmar, is economical. If you want anything, mostly 5-star hotel, GM or owner is my friend. We can help you. We can plan out. You can bring some business trip here, and then we can arrange your meeting for India Myanmar Chamber of Commerce member. It's got around 150 members from all types of businesses. But I told you, Ms. Tinu Gupta, in Myanmar, whosoever business is coming, come with a long-term business perspective. That is a one thing which I am an Indian passport holder, but the Indian lot of company come in Myanmar. They don't have the patience. They want immediate effect. Oh, I invested today $100. Tomorrow I will get $1,000 business. It won't happen in Myanmar. It will take time. I give you a very simple example. 20 years back, Sun Pharma put 2 country manager in Myanmar, and when no company was ready to keep 1 country manager in Myanmar. And today, Sun Pharma is a number one company in Myanmar. When other company who started at same time, they are struggling very much. So this is a country culture. Here, anything does not happen immediately. It takes its own time. But if you continue doing your hard work, your honest work, you will get very good results. And I tell you one more thing, don't believe whatever you are seeing in media. The situation is not so bad, but I tell you, situation is not very much normal, but it is, we are living here very happily. Everything is okay, especially in Yangon, Mandalay, Naypyidaw. Some part there we have some small problem, but they keep continuing. If
Thank
anybody,
you. Yeah. That's all from my side. If anyone else has any questions, they can ask.
I think some of them has written some questions here, and so we can look into it.
Can I ask something, please?
Yeah,
Just
Yeah. Hi.
Yes.
Good afternoon to all. Ravinder sir, thank you for being here and giving us insight. Thank you so much. Couple of things, like in medical tourism, you mentioned almost all the parts, like which all medical requirements are there in terms of, treatments, different kind of treatments with which they look for. So one of the I am from Gujarat region. I do not see Myanmar people coming here for the treatment part. Number one. Number two, orthopedic is something very big issue across African countries, Myanmar, or ASEAN countries, like knee replacements and all. What is your view about it? We see many people coming here this side for the replacement, knee replacements, etc. I
Mr.
just wanted to know.
Yeah, Mr. Singh, I will tell you one thing.
Yes,
Being
sir.
in medical tourism from last 8 years and pharma industry from last 30 years, medical tourism is directly proportional to direct flight. Unless and until Gujarat have direct flight, not much patient will travel. From Myanmar, maximum patient are going to Kolkata, Chennai and Delhi because we have a direct flight. No patient want to take another flight. That is a one thing. Some patient they travel to Ahmedabad because my brother live in Gandhinagar, but then they have some relative. That's the reason they are going. Normal patient will not go there for, like, why someone will travel to, even from here Mumbai also patient doesn't go because Mumbai does not have direct flight. Because there's hardly any advantage. What Apollo Chennai can do, what Ahmedabad extra can do, nothing. If either a cost 25%, 20% cheaper, that is not there. Services are more or less same. So this medical tourism, my experience is directly proportional to direct flight to any place. Like in last, now we have a direct flight to Chennai. So our Apollo Chennai business is also growing. Previously, we were very difficult to send patient, but now number of inquiries is growing. Delhi, lot of patient going. Calcutta also going. And I have seen there is a one question about Ayurveda. In Myanmar, government they have their own traditional medicines, which is almost like our Ayurveda. So I don't see much scope for Ayurveda product in Myanmar because we have a Himalaya here, but they have not, now they are not renewing their product. They have registered only 8 product. Now Myanmar FDA already stopped registering any Ayurveda or herbal product in Myanmar because they have their own product which is quite effective. Yeah. Any another question?
Yes, thank you so much for this. Yeah, but I just was you touched upon a very important point. I also mentioned in my remarks for the person, like this official who shared about the airline, etc. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. I'm really sorry for that. But yes, do we have something? We are looking for a flight directly to Ahmedabad or somewhere because it's a zone which is coming up really well.
No, currently no. I think if currently MAI, Myanmar Airways International, continue for these 3 cities, that is enough for us because they don't have much load currently. Getting to Ahmedabad, if they will start in somewhere in future, then they will start Mumbai, not Ahmedabad.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we don't have direct flight to UK, but we have a direct flight till Dubai. That's all from my side. If anybody has any question.
I think we can share those questions with you, Ravinder.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me opportunity. I would like to welcome everybody to travel to Myanmar. You can find my mobile number, WhatsApp on this group chat, or you can take from Mrs. Gupta. It is there, and you can connect me for anything. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ravindraji. Sampurna, can we move on?
Yes, ma'am. We have now Mr. Pradeep Kumar Roy, CEO and founder of Bharat Treatment.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Myself, Pradeep Roy. I have my background in pharmaceutical and healthcare, spanning across the best of the Indian MNCs as well as into SRL Diagnostics, the #1 company in India. So after my stint of 26 years in the corporate, I started my own venture into medical tourism with Bharat Treatment. Currently, I'm based out of Kolkata, and I cater to the markets like Bangladesh, Nepal, Uzbekistan currently, and we are pouring into the African markets very shortly. We are tied up with the best of the hospitals in India as well as in Turkey, Singapore, and Thailand. Now, one of the major issues which Mr. Ravindra Jain had brought out in his discussion was that the patient's confidence on the Indian market. See, India as a market, as a healthcare destination is one of the most popular, you can say, not only because of the quality of the healthcare being provided, but from the cost factor as well. So personally, I ensure that my patients who come to India for treatment, they get the best treatment and the best of the end-to-end services which we offer. Now, the patient's, feelings or the experience what they have is that what they carry forward. Now, if a patient has got a bad experience, like for example, although Apollo is one of the best, the biggest chain of hospitals in India, I don't prefer referring patients to Apollo because nobody is there to take care of my patients. They're just like going to Apollo means going to any government hospital like that. Nobody is able to spend time on a personal time on my patients, so the patients feels neglected, and that feedback comes to us like we didn't get the best of the service from this hospital. So today there are n number of good hospitals in even in Kolkata now. Okay, I'm not apart from that Delhi, Mumbai, even Ahmedabad. Okay, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore has already been there in the list. So we are also having good hospitals even in Kolkata, where we can provide the best treatment at the most affordable cost. We are providing our patients with visa invitation letters, then airport pickup, then the patient need not come and even wait because they are on all their appointments are already fixed. So the day they land up, maybe the next day their treatment starts with a personalized manager. So this is how after the treatment we send the arrange for the airport drop as well, and then once the patient has gone back to their home country, as per the doctor's advice, if the follow up is required, we arrange that follow up also. So this is how we operate, and if there are requirements for air ambulance, we do that service also directly with the patient, and any other services like for example say some blood sample collection reports, everything those sort of services are given to the patient. We also give them second opinion regarding treatments, and what is the most important is that the post before the treatment starts, we give them 2 or 3 options, which is the best hospital as per the patient's choice. We give them 3 hospitals. Once the patient decides on a particular hospital, then we go ahead with the rest of the formalities. This is in a nutshell, where we have to provide total patient, services under one roof with a dedicated, person in charge. This is in a nutshell. And I think, most like what Mr. Ravindra Jain had said, people who are dealing into medical tourism, I personally feel that they should be from the, healthcare background. Like I personally, spent 26 years in pharmaceuticals and diagnostics along with the Fortis group. So for me, understanding a patient's requirement becomes much easier than any other, company who is operating in medical tourism as to what the patient's specific needs are, requirements are. That is where all the, difference is. And if you're able to carve out this difference and accordingly serve the patient, I think there should be no option or no question why the patient should not be satisfied with our services. This is in a nutshell. I have shared my, contact number and my email IDs. Anyone who is interested to, collaborate with us or refer to us, please do so. Thank you, madam, for giving us the platform to participate in this forum.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Roy. I open the forum for any questions that can be asked to Mr. Roy.
Thank you, Mr. Roy, for your insight. I just wanted to know about your views on insurance part coverage for medical insurances, because the way you are providing services, that is commendable, absolutely. So what kind of, like, you can see insurances are used for this kind of facility, or you find sometimes there is a gap?
I think that the insurance sector has got in India, we don't get, the insurance support from, Bangladesh companies. Okay, number one. This insurance part is mainly played by, the US and the UK, part where patients are totally, supported by the, insurance companies. Those are the two major markets where, insurance companies plays a major role in terms of, referring patients.
So you mean to say that in Bangladesh there is, like, the policies which are given is not utilized in India or anywhere else, right?
No, actually, most of the hospitals, they don't entertain, these credit facilities of, the insurance companies of Bangladesh. Because there has to be a, payment guarantee, There
Correct.
has to be a letter of interest and a payment guarantee, because the patient comes, gets the treatment done. For example, say it's a $10,000 cost. So then who will pay? The hospital ultimately has to recover the cost. So there are a lot of, formalities involved. All insurance companies are not endorsed by the hospitals in India. There are certain players which are there, and there is a huge scope for this, in the forthcoming days.
Good to know this, and this was I was not aware about that. It's a huge possibility of improvisation there.
Yes.
In terms of support and development of such a policies where one can go to another country and take the treatment, where we have such kind of policies in India available, and people are
Yes.
taking good advantage of it.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Roy, if you can leave
Yes.
your contact details in the chat box, and if there is anyone who wants to connect with you, they can either direct.
I've already, introduced myself. Okay, I've given the email IDs and my, WhatsApp number as well. So anybody who is interested to know anything further apart from this chat, you are most welcome to connect with me.
Any other questions? Otherwise, we can move on to Dr. Bhatia. I think
we can move on.
Yes, something.
Dr. Bhatia, over to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, one and all. And I am Dr. Parveen Bhatia from Sir Gangaram Hospital as well as from Bhatia Global Hospital. Full screen. Are you able to see the video as well as the slides?
Not yet, sir.
Okay.
Stop.
Yes, we can see you. We can see, sir. No.
You can see my video also
Yes.
as well as the slide
The slide we can see, sir.
and not my video.
Not yet. Yes,
We can see you, sir. Yeah.
You can see me as well as the slide, or you can see
Yes,
only
yes,
the
Yes, sir.
right.
yes, both.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. Tinku Gupta, for giving this kind of opportunity. I am Dr. Parveen Bhatia. I am basically a laparoscopic, bariatric, robotic surgeon from Sir Gangaram Hospital and Bhatia Global Hospital and Endosurgery Institute. Now, I am happy that we are talking about the medical tourism. And believe me, in our kind of work, especially the surgical work and especially the minimal access and metabolic and bariatric surgery work and robotic surgery work, we get lot of international patients. And we get patients from US, Canada, Australia, UK, as well as we get lot of patients from even from Bangladesh. As Mr. Roy was mentioning about the question from Mr. Singh that whether the insurance cover is there or not. But let me tell you very clearly that lot of my patients from Bangladesh also have got their obesity surgery done both at Sir Gangaram Hospital as well as Bhatia Global Hospital under the insurance cover, and they have been reimbursed. So our thinking is that ultimately, once we send them the invite, they get the visa, and then we send them the estimate also for the surgery. For example, I do a lot of obesity surgery, lot of patients who are for obesity surgery. So we send them the total invoice. They get the money in dollars and they pay here, and then they get the reimbursement from their insurance also. So that is the best part of the story. And again, I bring greetings from Sir Gangaram Hospital and Bhatia Global Hospital. The advantage why I am there at this moment discussing with you about the medical tourism is that Gangaram Hospital as well as my own hospital, Bhatia Global Hospital and Endosurgery Institute, we have lot of international patients who are coming and they are getting the fullest advantage. Mr. Roy was mentioning in a different note that his patients do not get the personal attention, but let's be very straight about it. We guarantee that any and every patient who comes to us, either in Bhatia Global Hospital or in Sir Gangaram Hospital, we offer them one-to-one personal touch. Our personal touch is more important, and our belief is to be trusted is a greater compliment than being loved. So, and Sir Gangaram Hospital as well as Bhatia Global Hospital that people trust us and we reciprocate the trust. And in this forum, I must tell you that surgery is definitely changing and it has changed very fast and it is still an art. Means initially, way back 40 years, when we did our post-graduation, then our gallbladder surgery, for example, was being done by an open incision. And then came the era of 92, 93 of laparoscopic gallbladder removal. And till date, today, we do lot of patients from these countries, Asian countries, and we do the gallbladder surgery laparoscopically, and we do only by single incision intra-umbilical surgery. Similarly, hernia. Many patients, especially from Bangladesh and Myanmar, they get many surgeries done and they have the hernia. And then once they land with us, then we have been equipped to do maybe laparoscopic, robotic, or open for all these situations. And we do a lot of complex abdominal wall hernia surgery. And as all of us know, India has been in the forefront of surgery from 100 BC, means so long a situation. And still till date also, India's doctors all over the world are respected very well. Why? Because of the skill, because of the precision which we are offering to our patients. And again, our thinking is that we are cerebral laborers rather than manual laborers. Means we give lot of personal touch. We believe on compassion. We believe on going extra mile for our patients. As has been mentioned also, we have a global demand all over the world, and that is the reason that we are able to give the patient best possible treatment. And they come with so much of trust on us that we will carry on assuring even all the people. And it is a direct flight, as Mr. Ravinder Jain was also telling, that patients do not go to the places when they have to take different flights. Our thinking is that we are having high medical tourism. We are offering them the best possible treatment. We are offering them the good. All the flights from all over, maybe Bangladesh, maybe Myanmar, maybe Nepal, maybe UK, US, and everyone is definitely, we are connected with flights, and it is a one flight, state flights, so we are getting those patients. And as I have mentioned, that today the world is changing very fast. Initially, we used to do open surgery. From way back in 2012, and today we are doing the artificial intelligent surgery also. So again and again, thinking is, please do not hesitate to contact us for any kind of super specialized treatment, and we are assuring you that you will get the best possible treatment. And now I think I would reserve my presentation here, that we can be at the same page. Slide band kar. Are you able to listen to me? Are you able to see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can ask me any questions which you feel like, or anyone feels like.
Sir,
Doctor, I want to ask one question, Dr. Bhatia. What is the difference between charges of this first you told
laparoscopic versus robotic?
No. You work like Bhatia, or you want another hospital?
Yeah, so no, I will tell you again in brief. The Gangaram Hospital is a corporate hospital, and it is 700 bedded hospital.
Okay.
And I have my own hospital also. This is called as Bhatia Global Hospital and Endosurgery Institute. So the difference in the charges are that, I would put it this way: for laparoscopic, for example, obesity surgery, the charges in Gangaram Hospital will be 25% more than in Bhatia Global Hospital. Because Bhatia Global Hospital is my own hospital, and I am responsible and I am managing, but it is not as big as 700 bedded hospital of Gangaram. So regarding the charges and hernia surgery, my wife is a gynecologist. So we get a lot of patients for hysterectomy, lot of patients for hernia, gallbladder, and obesity surgery.
Okay, sir, please send me a number I need. I can connect with you.
Sure. I will mention that 98100085507. But I will mention that also.
Yeah.
So, I have one question.
Yeah.
Talk about the obesity. What is the right time? Like, there is a. How do we tell the patients, like as a medical tourist or a patient counselor, that what parameters should be taken into consideration that now you should go for a surgery?
Very good question, Mrs. Tinku. Answer is that BMI, more body mass index more than 35, is definitely a patient for obesity surgery. And usually, normally, all of us believe and strongly believe that the BMI is 25, and if it is 25 to 30, you need not have any surgery. You are in a normal range. But if you are, for example, overweight from BMI of 30 to 35, and what is BMI? BMI is kilogram per meter square. Kilogram per meter square. So basic thing is that you take your height, you take your weight, and weight in kilogram divided by height in meters and square it. So that becomes a BMI, and it is very easily available on the phone also. You can always, anyone can calculate the BMI. So if it is more than 35, if, for example, somebody is diabetic, hypertensive, heart disease, snoring, and so many challenges are there, definitely one needs to address that, and we offer the one-time surgery so that patients get the best of it.
So my next request rather to you would be, can we have more of these awareness sessions so that the patients or the doctors, the local doctors also can refer?
Sure, why not? I am always interested in sharing my knowledge. Our thinking is knowledge shared is knowledge gained. So why not? And we can be in, even I can speak Bengali also, and
Okay.
I can speak English, Hindi, or whatsoever. So it is always a good idea to connect with those people, so that ultimately, as simple as that, I am not able to operate all the patients all over the world. I am going to give the benefit to few patients whom we operate. So our thinking is awareness has to be created, and they should get the best possible treatment rather than going to ABC hospital and not getting the personal touch.
Right. I think Mr. Roy and Mr. Jain can take a note on this, and we would from our health advisory committee, we would love to have these kind of sessions. I'll check on your availability and line up some awareness, sir.
Sure.
So anyone has any other questions for doctor? And sir, can I request you to kindly share your details in the chat box so that people can connect with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
So anyone else has any questions? They can go ahead, please. Otherwise, we can move on to Dr. Saraswati.
Are you able to see the first slide, which I have again projected?
Not yet, sir.
Just connect. Yeah. I will just share the slide once again.
And I'm happy to say that our friend from UK is also joined this, Mileni Harwood. She's joined from UK. Although it's very, I think it's early morning there.
So are you able to see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But your number is not
Yeah,
there.
I will just post it on to the WhatsApp group, so that ultimately patients can come in or contact me anytime, And we definitely are not the people who avoid talking, but we love talking to the people, and we avoid not giving unnecessary services, but we definitely give the best possible treatment.
Sir, your institution is Bhatia Global Hospital and Endosurgery Institute.
Absolutely.
So, is it since the word institute is there any provision for any CMEs or any training?
Yeah. We have fellowships also. People come to us from, even in Gangaram Hospital, we have a lot of fellows who come from Myanmar, and they get the training in Gangaram as well as in Bhatia Global Hospital, the surgeons. And they come here, they stay, they watch, they observe, and then go back, and ultimately they are able to do the bestest. Similarly, in Bangladesh, we were having a discussion about Bangladesh. So I have been to Dhaka many times, doing the workshops there on obesity surgery, on hernia surgery, on gallbladder surgery, on laparoscopic surgery. And definitely we give the best possible treatment and the advice to these surgeons also who are operating there. Anybody is more than welcome.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Sampurna, we can move on.
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Saraswati, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, again, a big thank you to Tinku Gupta ma'am and Ayushi as well for arranging this and moderating it so well so far. And also a big thank you to my senior colleagues here, Dr. Bhatia, who has made my presentation very easy. And also to Mr. Pradeep Roy ji, because, certain things that they mentioned, that trust is more important. And how, one doesn't necessarily have to go to a hospital to get the best medical care or dental care. I think that really is an eye-opener for us. So before I start, I want to also apologize because something went wrong with my laptop. Few from the moderators may have realized that, and I have logged in from my phone, and that's why I don't have a presentation. But I have enough knowledge on dentistry, so I'm just going to speak about it. So yeah, here I begin. I'm Dr. Saraswati Shanbag. I have 21 years of experience in dentistry. I have a Bachelor of Dental Surgery degree. I have done a fellowship in implants, dental implants and periodontics, which is the gum science. And I have a master's in healthcare services and hospital administration. Along with my clinic, my private practice, which goes by the name 32 Not Out Dental Clinic. I am also a consultant with Criticare Asia Multi-Speciality Hospital. Now about dental health and what I do. Dental health is one of the most ignored sectors. The oral cavity of the mouth is the most used part in our bodies. All of us eat at least 3 to 4 meals every day. Yet it remains one of the most neglected body parts. For some reason, dental health is not given importance. But I want to, bring attention to certain cases that I worked on, which made a world of difference. I don't have the presentation like I mentioned right now because my laptop is the Wi-Fi connection is actually bad, and my laptop is also not working on the mobile hotspot. But I hope you all understand from whatever I'm going to narrate here. So I had a lady patient who came in and said her whole head, her left side of the face kept hurting. She had visited physicians, she had visited, I think, Ayurveda doctors, she did the steam inhalation, she did multiple things for it. She was a regular patient of mine. She came in and I told her, your upper tooth seems to be getting an abscess. We x-rayed it. And then finally, obviously, if it's getting an abscess, I have to do a root canal for it. We did a root canal in one sitting. And the next time when she comes for the crown on that particular tooth, she told me, Doctor, my pain has vanished. She said for so many months together, I was, seeing so many other doctors. And I thought I was falling sick because, post 40s, post nearing 50s. She said, we just accept it as a way of life. But just one root canal, one regular visit to a regular dentist, and her problem was solved. So this was, I think, an eye-opener for me also, that why we need to stress more on regular dental visits. Now, there are also people, sometimes they feel that nothing can be done. Patients stop chewing their favorite food, uh, whether it is ice creams, whether it is something hot, garam pakode, there is chai, coffee, all that takes a backseat. They stop eating the hard foods, especially in Indians are very, famous for eating chakli and farsan and all that. So similarly, I had a patient who came in for just a second opinion. He saw my presentation elsewhere and he said, for years together, my dentist says that there is no solution for my problem. I said, okay, what is the problem? And he says, I can't have anything cold, I can't have anything sweet. And toothpaste, desensitizing toothpaste seemed to be my only savior. I checked him up, and trust me, guys, all we had to do is two teeth colored fillings, which, we needed to do it because the patient had abrasions from aggressive brushing. Now, imagine a scenario where somebody is living their entire life without their favorite food, and sometimes even, regular food, avoiding regular food. So that is the importance of dental health. Now, how would dental tourism help our overseas patients? Would be, I think dental technology is extremely advanced in India, and our doctors here, we continuously update and upgrade ourselves. I personally just came back from an international dental meeting in Dubai, which was held during Diwali. And this was just, they had reserved seats, and it was a meeting by invitation by a company called B&B Dental Implants, where we had dentists from all over the world coming and sharing their advancements, the problems probably we come across during our treatments. So it was an extremely insightful session there as well. So the point I'm trying to drive at here is how we constantly upgrade our knowledge to help our patients. That would be a plus, which also Dr. Bhatia mentioned, that that also gives rise to trust among the patients. Second, most dental treatment now can be done in a few sittings. Dentistry is not where it used to be, where a frequent dental visits like 4, 5, 6 visits had to be made to a dentist. We no longer function that way. I personally have been doing single sitting root canal treatments for the last at least 15 years out of my 21 years of practice. So single sitting is absolutely possible. You need to have the armamentarium for it. You need to have the instrumentation for it. We have something called teeth in an hour or teeth in a day's time, where a patient who has absolutely no teeth will visit us. We do their scans. We get the DICOM data. We make surgical guides. Then we put the 4 implants and we load it immediately. Of course, a follow-up is needed maybe after 3 months or 6 months. But again, we are talking about giving teeth to a patient who didn't have a single one there. So that is how much our dental science has advanced. So teeth in a day, I've mentioned full mouth rehab or teeth in an complete set of teeth. Single sitting root canals, I've mentioned. There's something called as aligners and smile designing. Smile designing is when we make a set of veneers or laminates for people who are not happy with their existing smile. And again, that can be addressed in a week's time. So what we need from our overseas patients is just about a week's time. And we don't need a week's attendance to the dental clinic. Let's say we have the first appointment today. There will just, we'll just need 2 more appointments. So in that span of time, we have some beautiful destinations in India like Rajasthan, Kerala, Gujarat. I don't have to mention Kolkata itself. And while there are dental laminates, there are dental crown and bridge, all this is processed in the lab. They can, make a quick visit and truly get the essence of dental or medical tourism in India. So that is one. Aligners, again, which are extremely expensive abroad, uh, can be done in India. Invisalign continues to be the best treatment provider here, but we also have a lot of Indian aligners, Indian aligners company, which will get down the cost to almost 50 to 60% of the aligners offered elsewhere. And they are equally good because in every case, you don't need a particular kind of aligner. So that's how we can help in dental tourism. Also to mention, I myself have had a lot of patients, NRI patients and patients who travel internationally. And, their constant statement has been that our ticket to India and back along with the treatment would have cost us just a consultation abroad. And that remains to be the truth. I guess that's how we can help. One is the cost effectiveness. Second is everything, bundled in a package, from receiving them at the airport to their dental treatment to their tourism here. So yeah, that's about my presentation. And thank you for the patient listening, everyone. I'm open to questions if anybody would want to, want more information on this.
Ma'am, if you can kindly share your number, it would be great for us.
Yes, I'll do so, sir.
Sure.
And one question I had is that are the dental implant or treatment, is it covered under insurance? Have you come across anything like this?
So a lot of companies, medical insurance companies now insure a part of it, because dental implants doesn't come into the aesthetic category. It comes more into the surgical and the functional part of it. So if not only, they could also just insure your surgical part, because dental implants is a surgery at the end of the day.
And the implant that you're talking about, someone who has got toothless, basically. So is it a kind of a screw which is fit into the gum and a tooth put on that?
Yeah. So, ma'am, dental implant is an implant would be the root of the tooth. So it goes into the bone. That's why I mentioned the CT scan and yeah. So it goes directly in the bone, and the top part, the crown, is what will have in the mouth. So that will be our tooth, natural. That becomes the natural tooth which we chew on.
And, may I request Samantha, please mute up everyone except the speaker? Okay, I think that's a great, ma'am. And if there is any question by anyone, that would be. And I totally agree that dental tourism, when we talk about medical tourism, we only talk about medical. But sadly, the dental part is actually overlooked. Although there is no alternative treatment for dental surgery, any procedures.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So may I request others also, the participants, to ask any questions? And madam, if you can share your details in the chat box, of course, I will also be sharing it with everyone.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. I'll do that.
Thank you, ma'am, for insights and great sharing. Thank you so much for sharing all these important points. Dental is something very, very, very important, which personally I feel and I have seen around. So it's very important. Yes, coming from insurance background, so that puts me on a question which Tinku ji asked us. Any accidental related issues due to accident, if dental issues are there, then that is covered under insurance policy. Else, it is still under process, and we don't have any proper coverage for this till date. People are trying to explore, but there is a very difficult understanding to this. So otherwise, every year people will go and take easy advantage of the insurance policy and get the dental treatments. But accidental part is covered. Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
Right, Jasmine. So, and in fact, that makes it more important for dental tourism to thrive, because, like I said, if you go in the US, just a consultation would be $400. I mean, you convert it, and your entire dental implant, your trip to India, everything gets covered in those $400. And likewise in Hong Kong. And I have all this information from my patients who travel. So yeah, let's hope to build, an ecosystem where we can have tourism, like we can give affordable tourism to
in
the
this regards,
required.
dental treatments. Yes,
Right.
yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Shanbag, it was really very nice to interact with you. This is Yogesh Wagle.
Thank you,
My
sir.
company, I'm principal partner of GFA Universal Consulting, and as earlier sir told, he's from insurance background. I am totally from lending background. I am having a solution for it from insurance perspective as well as from the lending background. But now from insurance perspective, there are certain clauses where the good news is that you can really get the policy covered under dental implant, but the terms and conditions are very, very stringent for that. So
Okay.
for that, basically we need to study. And yes, I don't say insurance companies wholly do it, but if it's routed through us, that is since we are ourselves playing a very pivotal role in India and England, you can get it done also where we review the policies with our tie-up with leading insurance broker in India, England, and Dubai. So this is
Absolutely.
one point. Now, second part, from lending point of view, yes, we have already formally tying up with, in fact, our talks are on with IDA as well as IMA as to how we can actually bring in this medical tourism as a part of, you can say, beautiful cross-border global is there is a solution. We already are having given our plans, our blueprint to IMA, Indian Medical Association, which Bhatia and all you are a part, and to IDA, which you are a part, Dr. Shanbagji. Now, BNPL is buy now, pay later. Now, if a person wants to actually come, but he is short of cash, then he can get a set limit, a set credit, and this limit is paid by the lending company to doctors like you, I mean, your companies, and then we recover it from the patient themselves over a period of time ranging from 6 months to 12 months. And up to 12 months, he is not bound to pay any single amount of interest. It's already there for UK, Portugal, and Spain. Burma, or should I say Myanmar, we are, Ravindraji, we will work it out for you. So no need to worry. I already shared our email ID. So you can be in touch. And Tinkuji and we are already in touch. So you can drop us a mail also. Thank you.
Sure, sure. Thank you, sir. That would work.
Thanks a lot.
So Mr. Ashneer Grover, he has launched already a company where the lending will take place in the medical requirement. Whenever medical bills are high, we do not have insurances, and rather they are out of cash or amounts. So they can take this loan from their company, and then further they will pay.
Yes, that's exactly.
So
that's exactly. January onwards,
yes.
it's starting.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
But that's only one of the companies.
Thank
Ashmit Grover's reputation for the I have personally met him across. But regarding the startups, I am already having a ties directly with the companies, or should I say, big companies which are launching that as their own subsidiaries, specifically catering to the doctors and medical staff. I mean, so I would love to be connected with you, and I do visit your Gujarat very often because Mumbai, Gujarat is always like a Andheri Churchgate for me. So.
Yes, yes.
So thanks a lot.
Yogesh bhai, આપણે મળીશું તમે જ્યાં કહેશો. Thank you.
ચાલશે વાંધો નથી. Thank you. આવજો.
Thank you, sir. આવજો.
Okay, if I think if there is no other questions, then can we move on, Sampurna?
Yes, ma'am. So I would like to tell something here before moving on to our next part. As we all know that Indian Chamber of International Business is one of the leading organizations in India that supports and assists micro, small and medium companies to grow globally. And by means of increasing exports, importing the latest technology and machinery, encouraging joint ventures, with leading international companies, investing in developing and developed markets for growth and expansion, all while ensuring protection and sustainability of environment and our surroundings. Now, ICIB Youth Forum has been established for industry-academia connection. The activities of this forum are curated to facilitate youth with industry-ready skills and overall personality development beyond their academic exposure. So today is a very special day. I want to thank all of our ICIB Youth Forum members because today they are all present. So thank you for coming here today.
Also, we have a very vibrant Global Women's Forum as well, which is very active in domestically as well as internationally. So thank you once again, ICIB Youth Forum, for strengthening our initiatives. Over to you, Sampurna.
Thank you, ma'am. So before moving on to the last chapter, may I request Mr. Chidambaram to speak a few words?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Sampurna. So good to be here. Good to hear from the medical fraternity. So a lot of new things I learned today. So I'm somebody not connected to this. I'm a founder of an edtech company called Mindburger Innovative Solutions. So here we do training programs on soft skills, communication skills, spoken English, personality development, etc. And I am also a personal finance and business coach. So I have my training programs and training and coaching programs. So that's about me. And also I wanted to speak about one of the program that's on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is something like social media is something which is very important nowadays. Like we all connect through various social media. And LinkedIn is a professional platform, right? So like I have been planning a session on LinkedIn. Tinku ma'am, can I give more details on that?
Yes, this is actually, I'll just round up the conversation, is that we are coming up with the guidance and mentoring of Mr. Chidambaram. We are planning to have, this linked event on LinkedIn profiling, I mean, a workshop, which Mr. Chidambaram can give a little insight about. Because we found that wherever we are, we need to reach out. The outreach is very important. And I think LinkedIn being a very professional platform, much of it can be done from there. So this is what Mr. Chidambaram would like to be conducting a workshop on. And Mr. Chidambaram, you can just touch and go what they can expect, and we can announce the date and everything later on.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. And yeah, so so this workshop is mostly targeted. It will be useful both for working professionals as well as entrepreneurs. So anybody who wants to get visibility online and reach out to more people, so this workshop will definitely help. Because LinkedIn is a professional platform, as I already mentioned, and also it depends upon how you use the platform. So there is an optimal way of using it, how you maintain your LinkedIn profile. So that is what I would be covering. So I will just take you through some points so to make you understand what are the things I will be covering. I'll just share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what I would be covering. Like first is like finding your why. That is what is the purpose you have a LinkedIn profile. So what do you want to achieve through it? So like many people I've seen that they just have a profile and just because everybody is having one. But if you are very clear about what is it that you want to achieve through a LinkedIn profile, so that is the first thing. I will help you identify that. And then profile optimization and naming your service. So whatever service you are providing, whether you are a doctor or an entrepreneur or a working professional, whatever is your main profession, so you must have a proper heading so that people recognize you immediately by looking at it. Then a profile photo and banner image that plays a very important role. The profile photo has to be very professional. As I said, as you all know, LinkedIn is a professional platform. And also how to use a banner image. So banner image is a very critical thing in a LinkedIn profile. So where you can give a lot of information for people to easily understand your background so that they can, the right people can connect with you. Then you need to have a compelling headline which highlights your skills and what you do. That's a kind of a hook that will grab people's attention. So a powerful headline is very much important in your LinkedIn profile. And then writing impactful about section that is about you, like who you are, what you do, what value you offer. Then using relevant keywords for search engine optimization so that you are easily searchable on internet or within LinkedIn itself. And then yeah, of course, these are all about the profile, but that is not enough. Like for your profile to be active, there should be some activities going on a regular basis. Otherwise, LinkedIn will consider your profile as a inactive profile, a dead profile. So you must post something on a regular basis. So I will be covering how to create engaging posts, how to use videos, images, etc., so that you create engagement through your post and your profile is also active. And then the experience and skills section, how to effectively showcase your roles, responsibility, and achievements, how to highlight your skills, and also how to get endorsements and recommendations on LinkedIn. So those things would be very helpful. And then how to showcase your educational background and relevant certifications in a right way. So these are the things I will be covering. So if you have any questions or if you feel that you need something more to be covered, you can just let me know and I will see what are the things can be included.
They can, I mean, anyone interested can put it in the chat box or they can send us on mail so that it can be included in the workshop. So I think we can move on. Thank you, Chidambaram ji, for this. We will be announcing the date after consulting you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, may I please invite Ms. Ayushi Rajiv Gupta of Sahara Healthcare Services to deliver the closing remarks. Over to you, Ayushi. Welcome.
Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
But there are some echo coming.
Just audible. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so sorry for the inconvenience caused. So good afternoon, everyone, and I'm Ayushi Rajiv Gupta, the managing partner of Sahara Healthcare Services. So, first of all, I would just like to just give a brief introduction regarding the company. If it's possible, I'll just share the screen share about the company profile. And as it's actually also there in the chat, you can just find in the chat the brochure and the card is also given. I'll still try to share the image regarding the company profile. I hope everyone can see on the screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so as you can see that Sahara Healthcare Services is one-stop solution for your healthcare needs, and like you can see, it's about us. That was in 2017. It was founded by me and the other managing partner. Kolkata-based organization, and it's a breakaway, basically for travel companies, corporate travel services. So the company started medical tourism and diversified into allied medical services like teleconsultation, telemedicine. So these are the services which you can see, like medical tourism, checkup, teleconsultation, telemedicine, etc. So these things actually, we are basically focusing on the healthcare management, like bridging the gap between the doctors or the healthcare providers from India as well as international. So basically, the healthcare management is a core area in which we work, and all the other services which are given here are just around it and aligned with it. So we work in these areas also, and these are the procedures for treatment, and our vision and values are there, and these are basically social media handles where you can follow us, and contact details, and also the so this you can just find it out in the chat also along with the card, which is about the closing remarks. That is, thank you everyone for joining, all the members and all the panelists also for actively participating in this session. It was a very insightful session in which we have learned a lot about the tourism and the opportunities and scopes in which we can work on. And like that's actually there about that. That's basically from my end. Over to you, Mrs. Sampurna.
Thank you, Miss Arshi. So thank you all for being here and making it so much interactive and a very insightful session. Tinku ma'am, can we close now?
Yeah, I think before we sign off, there are certain key takeaways that I have personally observed and have noted down, and we will be working on that, on those lines itself. And since it has been a very insightful session, I hope everyone has taken some good points, and also, will come back with many more suggestions on which we can work. May I request, I think either Sampurna or Chidambaram ji to take, we can take a picture, if everyone can put on their videos on as a protocol, and making it a very memorable event.
Yeah, we should take a picture of everybody. That is memory.
Yes. And in fact, I was thinking this as an annual event, but now I think we should meet more frequently, because there are many avenues which we can talk. So may I request everyone to put on their videos, and if someone can click the photo.
Mr.
I do not.
Chidambaram, can you take the picture, please?
Oh, and I have
Yeah,
not
sure.
switched
I'm doing that. I'm just waiting for people to turn on their cameras.
Thank you.
Please, everybody open their camera. And I will request, please upload this on your YouTube channel so other people also can benefit it.
Yes, and this is recorded. So I will be sharing the recording as well.
Yeah.
So the photo is taken.
Yeah, it's taken.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy your day.
Same here.
Thank you, Tinku ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tinku ji, Purna ji,
Thank
Ayushi.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
everyone.
It was a very good session.